Hello everybody, this week's little video, there's something not right here. I think we're sitting in the wrong place.
I think
right,
so.
It was swap round.
Hello everyone.
That's better, sitting in the right position now.
This little video is just a bit of a mishmash of stuff. Like the rest of the UK, we're in national lockdown, so it's just a case of batting down the hatches and staying in. And only going out for essentials like your shopping.
Yeah, and because we haven't been active doing anything, sleeping. I'm not sleeping well. Although I constantly feel tired, which is weird. But one of the bonuses with not sleeping, you're up early, and you get to see some nice sunrises and footage like this. Before I go too far into anything else, I just want to say the little wig scene that was done for Graham Westgate. He's been pestering me to see what I look like in the wig. It was done just for a bit of fun, no offence intended to anybody who's going through a similar thing with hair loss issues or anything. So,
well, if you can't laugh about it,
that's just our take on life. So so if it did offend anybody, I do apologise. Wow, what a beautiful crisp morning that is this morning. I think this is one of the frostiest frosts that we've had. Don't know whether that is a proper meteorological term, frosty frost, but yeah, absolutely outstanding. Very Christmassy, and it's January. Yeah, haven't been up long, so a little bit blurry-eyed, but basin is completely frozen over. And so is the canal. We had a boat come through yesterday, broke it all up, so all the big chunks have refrozen again, and it almost looks like you can walk across it. I'm not going to try it, but if I see a boat come, I will rush out and see if I can get some footage, because the noise that the breaking ice makes when a boat comes through is phenomenal. While a lot of the country have had some good snowfall, we've had a light dusting of snow and mainly some sharp frosts, some very cold nights.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's been sub-zero for 2 or 3 days, and the canal had frozen over, as you see from the footage, which you've either seen or you're now about to see, depending on how I edit the video. But it's always a big discussion topic amongst boaters regarding to cruising when the canal is frozen.
Yeah.
Some people's take on it, well, it is a navigation route. You should be able to cruise. If you do cruise, you need to be aware that if the ice is only needs to be a few millimetres thick and it scrapes the blacking off your boat, it will also push ice against other moored boats and scrape the blacking off of those. If the ice is very thick, it can, and you've got some GRP cruisers moored up, it could actually puncture those. So there's always a lot of fors and against to do that. We don't cruise. Well, no. We can't cruise at the moment, but in previous years we haven't cruised. Some people need to, obviously, if they need to get essential supplies and bits and pieces. But
that particular boat that you saw, there was a woman at the front with a long pole. Now, we all know that there are bits and pieces in the canal,
obstacles under the water.
I dread, and the way that they were going at a speed, and I think if she'd have hit something, that pole would have gone straight through her
it's
neck.
A little bit scary,
or chucked her off, or something like that. It was, not very sort of safety conscious.
Probably, if you see the footage, I wouldn't adopt that method of breaking the snow.
No.
Just leave it to the 18-ton steel
boat,
steel hull to break the ice. No tripod today. What we're doing, Deborah?
We're actually just about to sit and watch Gemma brave the shave.
It should have gone live about 30 seconds ago.
They're trying to. I think they're having technical problems.
Technical issues back in Terrington,
in Norfolk.
Yeah, so I'm assuming once this goes live, the video will pop up on there.
Hello.
She's not nervous at all.
There's Mark.
You need sharper scissors.
I need sharper scissors. We get scissors.
Gravity is working against me.
Yeah, and as you could see, my cousin's daughter, she calls me Auntie Debbie.
Can I call you Auntie Debbie?
No.
Okay.
Gemma, she done her Brave the Shave for charity, and it was brilliant. She was so she was brilliant, so brave.
Yeah.
I mean, she was very scared to start with. We had a quick word a little while beforehand, and she was very, very scared. But she done it, and it all worked out fine. And she raised extra above.
It was £2,260 she raised in the end. So to everybody who's donated, or even commented or watched, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, she's now loving it.
Yeah, and we had
absolutely.
Yeah, we had good friends of ours recorded one of Deb's favourite tracks. There's a track called Gravity by John Mayer,
and a band we used to watch in Lynn a lot. DNA.
Hence why I know 3 guitar chords.
They're fantastic band,
so they recorded that track.
Yeah,
and I'll put a link below. I have put it on my Facebook page and that, but I'll put a link below where you can watch the whole track that they done. A socially distanced track,
Yes, it was. Yeah. And the music that was playing while Gemma was doing her hair, or having her hair shaved, are my favourite songs as well.
That was another friend of ours. Another musician, Paul Wyman, the Doc. Thanks for that as well.
Yeah.
And
sorry, I'm laughing and I shouldn't.
Deb knows what's coming.
Sorry.
Yeah, and as you know, I never buy myself anything. Deb gets all the treats, so it was her turn for a new fridge, and we've been planning to get one for a little while.
Yeah.
Our old fridge works perfectly. It's a 240-volt fridge, 230-volt fridge, but the door seal had gone, and the seal around the freezer box. Now I can get those seals. I think the 2 seals came for about 30 quid, and it's sod's law. If I fitted those within 2 months, the fridge would pack up. Curry's had a deal on. We've been looking at the same model in Curry's, although it's branded under Curry's own make, and it just dropped in price. So rather than checking anything, click the
We
buy
were like,
now.
oh yeah.
Yeah, £99. I think it was £130 before, and then £20 to have the old fridge collected. So I weren't sure about the local recycle centres. So we waited 5 days for that to turn up. Brought the food stock down.
Done an online shop ready to pick
Ready
up
for
the next day.
Following day. we took the old fridge out, and we just managed to push it along the floor between the end of the dinette and the radiator cover with about 3 mil to spare. Got it out through the doors.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, the chaps took that away, dropped the new one off. We unpacked the new one just outside the boat, brought it inside, went to slide it back down the galleyway, and it stopped dead. And I'm thinking, I've got it round the wrong way. Well, this fridge was 2 inches bigger. Yeah. The model number, one was a CW55, denoting 55 centimetres. The other was a CW50. And I should have clicked on the CW50, which was actually £20 dearer. So
we were in a bit of a quandary.
Yeah, so we had to quickly cancel the online shopping order. And
there was nowhere to put the damn thing.
No,
so we had to move this table.
So as you can see, we moved this, much to the dogs' disgust, because
they were not impressed.
They occasionally let us sit in the chairs. They'll nest under the table.
Was not impressed at all.
Yeah, but luckily managed to do some moving of end panels on kitchen cupboards, and it's now So that was thing gone wrong.
But it turned out good, because now we've got a little bit bigger fridge. I know it's only 2 inches, but I tell you what, it makes one hell of a difference.
Have we changed subject?
Terrible.
I'm sorry. And disaster number 2, still related to the fridge.
Yeah.
My beer.
I did an online shop and I asked for Ghost Ship. I thought I'd treat Mark, and I put in Ghost Ship, and it come up with Ghost Ship only in bottles. And I thought, well, bless him, he loves Ghost Ship. So I just pressed 4 times 4 bottles of Ghost Ship. That's what it said.
And they turned up non-alcoholic.
Yeah, 0.5%.
Yeah, so they're still in the cupboard.
Yeah.
When we do eventually bump into Matt and Ali, I know they like their non-alcoholic drinks, so saving that for
anybody who doesn't drink.
Yes.
We've always got a non-alcoholic drink. Yeah.
And they say things always happen in threes. Well, not being a tightwad, but always trying to save money. My iPad Pro, the volume button is knackered. Broken, should I say. YouTube again, loads of tutorials of how to repair it, and it's basically the little mechanism inside, and this is, I don't know whether you can see that is the mechanism. It's a little ribbon cable with 2 tiny little buttons on, but it's quite fiddly to actually pull your iPad apart to do it. So watch some brilliant YouTube tutorials, and the one I watched, the guy heated it with a hairdryer. I actually placed mine face down on the stove, and that's to loosen the glue around the screen. He had a little plastic tool, but I'd seen another guy use a razor blade to loosen the glue. Loosened all the glue, but while doing that, the razor blade cut through the ribbon that feeds the fingerprint buttons, so I've got no home button and caused untold damage. There's a local repair centre, got in touch with those. Apparently, because it's fingerprint recognition button, it can only be an authorised Apple dealer, because the button has to be programmed to the so me trying to save money, I've cost myself a lot of money.
Last Friday was my chemo day. And after 4 failed attempts, they decided not to give me my chemo.
Couldn't raise a vein.
Could not get a vein. So they've arranged for me to have a port, I think it's called a port, inserted, hopefully in my chest here. And I'm having that done tomorrow, and then my chemo on Friday. So you'll be watching this and I'd have had my chemo, I'd have thought. So I had a week's grace.
Yeah, so you've actually had 4 weeks.
Yeah,
the last one was Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So I've actually had 4 weeks grace. So
So she was fitting well last week. I had to share me gin. Not this weekend, my dear.
No, not this weekend. Yeah, I don't. I'm not well enough to drink, so I don't drink.
Every cloud, eh?
Yeah, so I think that's about it.
Yeah. And
for
again,
now, anyway.
massive thank you to all
Yeah,
you who
thank you so
continue to
much.
support us over on Patreon and PayPal and all the messages on all the various social media platforms. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
If you enjoyed the video,
Press the like button.
if you haven't already subscribed,
Press the subscribe button.
yeah, got there. If you want future notifications of any of the other videos we upload,
The bell icon.
and keep your comments coming.
Yeah, please keep your comments
And we'll
coming.
see you all next time.
Yeah, bye.